Edit mic settings. Okay, I think we got it. That. This will come over here. Do you mind if I say we're live from Kathleen and Richards?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Edit. Live from Kathleen and Richards' place in Dallas, Texas. Save. Show.
Like the subtitle line.
Yeah.
I'm watching it here as we're talking.
Yep. You can plug that in. Excellent. Okay. There's my guitar. There's my chocolate shake.
Do you want me to get you a stand for your guitar?
If you have one handy, but I'm going to be playing it most of the time, I can just lay it down.
I wonder if I should lower the camera a little bit, like
Yep.
so,
Yeah, please.
because it's
Yep.
the reflection up there.
Please make whatever adjustments you see necessary, appropriate. Thank you, darling. All right. So let us first ensure that we're getting audio. So if somebody out there can make a comment about whether you can hear me or not. And we'll get this row. There we are. Has anybody said anything about being able to hear me? Test 1, 2, test 1, 2.
Mary Higgins can hear me. Nelson Davidville.
Well, if Mary Higgins can hear me all the way from California, everybody should be able to hear me. Good evening, y'all. We are at Shay, Kathleen, and Richard in Dallas, Texas, where I've just been. What the heck? That is not right. Where I've been playing all day down in Waxahachie with Celtic Legacy at the Scarborough Renaissance Festival. And I'm a bit fagged out, so this is probably going to be a not too long howl. Because I'm tired, but hopefully we'll be able to convince Kathleen maybe to come on and sing a song or two or something. All right. So I'm going to play some stuff from immigrant songs because that's what I've been doing at the house concerts this week, and it's present in my brain.
Craig Scotland is with us.
Hello, Craig.
Taylor Cook is with us.
Hey, Taylor.
Mary Higgins.
Mary Higgins. I should probably go into Do Not Disturb mode so that I got it taken care of. So there's that. And have a sip of my Whataburger. Well, it's vanilla shake. I asked for a chocolate, but it's vanilla, and actually I prefer the vanilla tonight. So here's a lead-off track from Immigrant Songs. Think of your requests and send them our way.
A dance called America.
I will be doing that one. Yeah, that is the one. The guitar's been in the car all day, so it may take a moment to adjust. So we'll see. The landlords came, the peasant trials, to the sacrifice of men. Through the past, and that quite darkly, the present once again. In the name of capital, establishment, improvers, it's a name. The hidden truths, the hidden lies that once nailed you to the pain of a dance called America. They danced it round and waited at the turns for America. They danced their ladies round. The candles of enlightenment once lit, they say don't burn, to turn the darkest room of suffering to a greater state of pain. Don't tell me that's behind you now, don't greet me, don't meet your dying blind. It's our very last time together, so let's sever no regrets and do a dance called America. They danced it round and waited at the turns for America. They danced their ladies round. Turn, turn. Pick it up, pick it up. There were days that once held confidence, strength of will and might, the camouflage that once washed your fathers in your sons and daughters' time. Another turn, my love, my highland, you've gone international. All the praying men of God who stood and watched it all go on and did a dance called America. They danced it round and waited at the turns for America. They danced their ladies round up for a dance called America. They danced it round and waited at the turns for America. They danced their ladies round. All for a dance. All for a dance. For a dance called America. They danced it round and waited at the turns for America. They danced their ladies round. Turn. All right, that's our sound check. Thanks for joining us this evening. We are at the Howl. Same old time, same old channel, a different place. We're at Richard and Kathleen's house in Dallas, Texas. I just got here, I just walked in the door from Scarborough Renaissance Festival down in Waxahachie. We're going to do not the usual 2-hour plus Howl, but more like we'll shoot for an hour and see how I do. So I'm ready for my kip, as they would say in Scotland.
And I do have excellent sipping
Yes,
tea.
at some point I would like some vitamin T, just a small one, that would be nice.
And I have whiskey as well, whichever you prefer.
Vitamin T sounds lovely. A very small dose of vitamin T
Small dose.
never hurt anybody. So here's a Robert Earl Keen song about the guy who does his
Straight
yard
up,
work. Straight up, please. Thank you. He cuts and trims the grass for me. He makes the flowers bloom. He says that he comes from a place not far from Guanajuato. It's 2 days on a bus from here, a lifetime from this room. I fix his meals and I talk to him in my old broken Spanish. He points at things and he tells me names, things I can't recall. Sometimes I just can't help but wonder who this man is, and if when he is gone will he remember me at all. I watch him close, he works just like a piston in an engine. He only stops to take a drink and smoke a cigarette. When the day is ended, I look outside my window. There on the horizon, Mariano's silhouette. He sits upon a stone in a southeasterly direction. In my heart, I know that he is thinking of his home. I've never been the sort to say I'm into intuition, but I swear I see the faces of the ones he calls his own. Their skin is brown as potter's clay, and their eyes void of expression. Their hair is black as a widow's dreams. Their dreams are all but gone. They're ancient as a vision of a sacrificial virgin, innocent as a crying from a baby being born. They hover around the dying flame and they pray for his protection. Their prayers are all but answered by his letters in the mail. He sends them colored figures that he cuts from strips of paper, and all his weekly wages saving nothing for himself. It's been a while since I have seen the face of Mariano. The border guards, they came one day, took him far away. I hope that he is safe down there at home in Guanajuato. I worry, oh I read there's revolution every day. The man outside, he works for me. His name is Mariano. He cuts and trims the grass for me. He makes the flowers bloom. He says that he comes from a place not far from Guanajuato. There's 2 days on a bus from here, a lifetime from this road.
And that by Mr. Robert Earl Keen
Thank
deserves some
you.
vitamin
Yay, vitamin T.
T. And there's much more where that came from.
Prost. I've got to get up early tomorrow. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it under control here. Smoky. All right, we'll do one more, and then we'll kind of. Did we need to do an adjustment? Was there something that was happening that we had to?
No, she highlighted something, and when she did it, put it across the screen,
Oh, okay.
and it stayed there for a while, and then she clicked on it and made it go away.
Cool. Awesome.
Craig described the dance,
Oh, okay.
and that's,
I think they did it with their feet,
they did it with their feet, yes, they did it. It was on the
as opposed to
outside.
like,
You gave a
you know, like Charlie Chaplin, like 2 forks and
Yeah.
dinner
Right.
rolls, you know. So here is track 3 from the new album, and then I'll take a break and maybe do some requests if there's some in the room or out there.
There are some.
Okay, so let's do this one and then we'll go on from there. Remind me to tell you why I'm doing so many songs from the album, right? I got news. In the year of 47, a new tradition came home. From necessity came a brand new name for a hunger that stalked their bone. They got their affairs in order and gathered their friends around. What was left of the food and the whiskey too was rounded up from this town. They listened to the lies and the stories, last chance to look them in the eye. Like a walking corpse behind the horse, and you didn't even get to die. An American wake was all they had. They never went back to their native land. They left behind a place to stand with everything they could take. But first they had to face their American way. Well, the Brits all said it was written. The famine was willed by God. The Tory crimes of the London Times sent many to die in the fog. Well, some gave gifts for the journey, some only had tears and a prayer. An 11-week ride when they caught the tide, if they even lived halfway there. An American wake was all they had. They never went back to their native land. They left to find a place to stand with everything they could take. But first they had to face their American way. Then a jig was danced and one last chance for the father to face the son. As the keener wailed, they could count the sails in the rising of the sun. There were blessings and toasts, they buried old ghosts, and they drank to the now and then. When the minutes passed by, they tried to deny it, they'd never see Ireland again. An American wake was all they had. They never went back to their native land. They left to find a place to stand with everything they could take. But first they had to face their American wake was all they had. They never went back to their native land. They left behind a place to stand with Whew.
So
All right.
Paul Campbell says the sound is great where he is.
Outstanding. Thank you, Paul. Where he is on the west coast of Ireland.
Yes.
Galway
and
City.
Peter Richards is also with us.
Excellent. Peter Richards, nice to see you. See you all. Thank you for joining us. So the reason well, there are many reasons. Mostly it's just laziness that I made this set, and I figured I'd start off with a few songs from the new Immigrant Songs album, because in the July edition of Irish Music Magazine, there will both be a short review of the album, which is favorable, and a full-page interview with pictures. So, yay, I'm getting some press on the album. Finally, it only took 6 months.
Well, and Allison and Mary Higgins
Mhm.
were postulating that perhaps it had gone tungsten. The album had gone tungsten.
Rubbermaid.
Or some other metal that's very precious.
No, it has not sold. I mean, I've sold a few. I only did a run of 300 CDs, and I still have enough of those left over. But I've been selling some, USB sticks and things like that. I sold a few at the show the other night. So, it's getting out there, and I'm getting streams. There was like a couple different cities that I got a report on from Apple Music getting played in England somewhere. Havelock and Birtlebane or something. I can't remember the names, but anyway. So. Okay, so what requests do we have?
Of course, Boat.
Boat.
And I think that's all.
No,
All right.
there's one with that one.
Is that from the Reguy by any chance, or
No, the Reguy.
Taylor Cook.
Taylor Cook? Okay,
It says,
Taylor.
AKA the boat song and the bus song.
Okay, boats and buses. Let's do the bus song first, then we'll do the boat song. How about that? That sounds like a good escalation pattern.
And of course, we want to hear Elegant Balls.
Okay, well, we can do that. So we'll start with 3,000 miles.
Sheila and Mary.
Yay. So we have a quorum. We have the Higgeye. My name is Robert Wilson. I'm from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I've been living out of a suitcase now for 14 days. I walked the boulevard in Hollywood. I caught a Vegas show, it was no good. I met a dancer there who started a Broadway play. But it's a lonely world from this Greyhound, believe me. Been here 14 days. Come a long, long way. 3,000 miles. Now 21 is as good a guess as any age that I'd confess to. Let's just say I'm old enough to get away. Back in school I found the only written truth on bathroom stalls and telephone booths. I studied a while, but college got in my way. I've learned much more from the back of this Greyhound. Believe me, I've been here 14 days. 3,000 miles, I come a long, long way. 3,000 miles, have you seen? Well, the world outside is turning, and is it yours? We were put here for the learning. People talk to themselves on Greyhounds. Even in the drive are strange to hear. And they tell the same forgotten story. Will it fall on forgetful ears? 3,000 miles, I come a long, long way. 3,000 miles. Down in Houston, I come this woman with 2 kids and a bottle of booze. And she can rack them both like match heads whenever they venture too close to a fuse. And I sat with the girl from Boston. We were playing cards for cigarettes. I lost her name in a poker game, but her face I'll never forget. You never forget the views from these windows. Believe me, I've been here 14 days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I come a long, long way. 3,000 miles. I've been here 14 days, yeah, yeah, yeah. I come a long, long way, 3,000 miles. 3,000 miles. 3,000 miles. And if I had a boat. So, the house concert last night I did at the Lala Hillbun and Missy in Northeast Dallas, Plano was basically. They have actually done some research and they went to ASL and they figured out the ASL sign language for pony and boat and ocean. And so they do the, like boat is like this or something, so boat is this. And I think pony may be something like this, I'm not sure. But Deanna, I remember Deanna had like little hand gestures for everything, even for the song. She mostly had little hand gestures for Roger, but she did have it for this song. And I asked Craig Scotland, but he didn't remember what they were. Because I remember there was something about like Tonto, you know, something about I don't know. So, but it's I highly encourage the cottage industry of creating new hand gestures to go along with the song. Pretty soon we'll have to have an instruction manual, you know.
That sounds good.
All right. Oops, I forgot. Sorry. It was calling my name. Thank you very much. Nice!
Well, I welcome it when you want more, if you want more on it.
No, I'm good. It's warming my cockles as we speak. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean. I set me upon a pony on my boat. Now, if I were Roy Rogers, I'd sure enough be single. I couldn't bring myself to marry an old dame. It would just be me and Trigger. We go riding through Elmo Ways, and we'd buy a boat, and on the sea we'd sail. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean. I said, be upon my pony on my boat. Now the mystery masked man was smart. He got himself a Tonto, 'cause Tonto did the dirty work for free. But Tonto, he was smarter. One day he said, Kemosabe, kiss my ass, I bought a boat, I'm going out to sea. And if I had a boat, go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat, and we could all together go out on the ocean. I said, me upon my pony on my boat. Now if I were like lightning, I wouldn't need no sneakers, and I'd come and go whenever I would please. And I'd scare 'em by the shade tree, I'd scare 'em by the light pole, and I would not scare my pony on my boat out on sea. If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean, and if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean. I said, me upon my pony on my boat. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean. I said, me upon my pony on my boat. I said, me upon my pony on my boat.
Woo!
All right.
That was fun.
Craig Scotland for Cole, Missouri Water.
Cole, Missouri Waters? Okay. Cole, Missouri Waters, and then I'll do Lads. Yeah, Lads, among other. Cole, Missouri Waters. Yeah, I never got to that one. I've been meaning to do it, and I didn't get to it. And I know there's some people who had made some requests last time, and I told them I'd get to it the next time, and I've forgotten what they are.
Well,
So,
and it's okay.
so
I will absolve you of that guilt, sir. The
Dom-
vitamin T did that.
Dominus Omus.
Omni, omni.
So here is a song about fire science. My name is Doc, then you know that. It's written on the chart there at the foot end of the bed. They think I'm blind and I can't read it, but I read every word, and every word it says is dead. So confession, is that the reason that you came? Get it off my chest before I check out of the game. Since you mention it, well, there's 13 things I'll name. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri water. August 49, North Montana. The hottest day on record. The forest turned dry. Lightning strikes in the mountains. I was crew chief at the jump base. I prepared the boys to fly. Pick the drop zone. C-47 comes in low. Feel the tap up on your leg. It tells you go. See the circle of the fire down below. 15 of us dropped above the cold Missouri water. I gauged the fire I'd seen bigger, so I ordered them to side hill and we'd fight it from below. We'd have our backs to the river, we'd have a lick by morning even if we took it slow. But the fire crown jumped the valley just ahead. There was no way down, headed for the ridge instead. Too big to fight it, we'd have to fight that slope instead. Flames one step behind above the cold Missouri water. Sky had turned red and smoke was boiling. 200 yards to safety, death was 50 yards behind. I don't know why, I just thought it. I struck a match to waist high grass running out of time. I tried to tell them, step into this fire I've set. We can't make it, this is the only chance you'll get. But they cursed me, ran for the rocks above instead. I lay face down and pray above the cold Missouri water. Like the phoenix in that world reduced to ashes, there were none but to survive. I stayed that night, and one day after, carried bodies to the river, wondering how I stayed alive. 13 stations of the cross to mark their fall. Had my say, I'll confess to nothing more. I will join them now, those that left me long before. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri water. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri water. That's for Craig, Scotland, and here's one for Kathleen.
Christina has joined us.
Hello, my darling. How are you? I hope you are well. There we go. Oh, woe your satins, your silks and shawls, your soirees and your parties and your elegant balls, for a dance in the barns, for a ten in the hall, where the lads were reared among heather. Come, all you young lassies, where have you been? Say sleepy and drowsy, you can buy your eat. In all the wide world, you'll never find a friend like the lads who were reared among heather. Oh, are we your satins, your silks and your shawls, your soirees and your parties and your elegant balls, or a dance in the bars, or stand in the hall with the lads who were reared among heather. Tackle, walk through your cities, broad buildings outside, gaze on their splendors and wonder with pride. Fine ships have been built on the banks of the Clyde by the lads who were reared among heather. Oh, away your satins, silks and your shawls, your soirees and your parties and your elegant balls, or a dance in the barn with ten in the hall, with the lads who were reared among heather. Here's a verse for Hugh Scott. When the Queen needs some soldiers, she kens where to send. To the mountains and the valleys, the hills and the glens. There are bonnets and plaids, right true to the end. Pray the lad to her reared among heather. Oh, while your satins, silks and your shows, your soirees and your parties and your elegant balls, or to dance in the barn, worth 10 in the hall, where the lads were reared among heather. Now England can boast of her sweet-scented rose, and Ireland can boast of the shamrock she grows. But give me the land where the clear water flows, and the mountains high covered wi' heather. Oh, all with your satins, your silks and your shawls, your soirees and your parties and your elegant balls, or to dance in the barns, worth 10 in a hall, with the lads who were reared among heather. Oh, all with your satins, your silks and your shawls, your soirees and your parties and your elegant balls, or to dance in the barns, with 10 in the hall, with the lads who were reared among heather. Lovely singing.
Thank you, thank you,
Harmony vocals by the lovely and talented Kathleen.
thank you ever so much. Peter Richards asked White Collar Holler, something by Uncle Stan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can do that one. It is not as strong as some other things that I do, but I will do that one because if I don't play it, it won't get any stronger.
And Christina asked, are you plugged into an amp?
No, I'm just plugged. All I have is this little microphone, and that's all that's picking up the room. It should be. That's it. Okay, so this is supposed to be in. I can tell I'm tired. Where's my capo? All right. So here's a industrial disease song from our Uncle Stan. Well, I wake up in the morning at 7:45. Some woman who's my wife tells me not to be late. I kiss the kids goodbye, I can't remember their names. A week after week, it's always the same. And oh boy, can't you code it? Ooh, program it right. Nothing ever happens in this life of mine. I'm hauling out the data on the Xerox line. Then it's code in the data, give the keyboard a punch, then cross-correlate and break for some lunch. Correlate, tabulate, process and screen. Program, print out, regress to the mean. And it's, oh boys, can't you code it? Oh, program it right. Nothing ever happens in this life of mine. I'm hauling out the data on the Xerox line. Then it's home again, eat again, watch some TV, make love to my woman at 10:53. I dream, same dream when I'm sleeping at night. I'm soaring over hills like an eagle in flight. And it's, oh boy, can't you code it? Ooh, program it right. Nothing ever happens in this life of mine. I'm hauling out the data on the Xerox line. Someday I'm gonna give up all these buttons and things. I'll punch that time clock till it can't ring. Burn my necktie and set myself free. Cause no one's gonna bend, fold, or mutilate me. And it's, oh boy, can't you code it? Oh, program it right. Nothing ever happens in this life of mine. I'm hauling out the data on the Xerox line. And it's, oh boy, can't you hold it? Oh, program it right. Nothing ever happens in this life of mine. I'm hauling out the data on the Xerox line. Nothing ever happens in this life of mine. I'm hauling out the data on the Xerox line.
So you may want to explain that one. Peter Richards went, like 4 times.
Oh, I think it was not huh. So that's a Stan Rogers song there. Here's a new song, and I don't know. Maybe I should probably get Kathleen to sing this. I don't know if I've done this publicly yet. I'm probably not ready to, but I'm gonna do it anyway. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Because this is a candidate for the Road Songs album. Been warped by the rain, driven by the snow, drunk and dirty. Don't you know I'm still willing? I was out on the road late that night, see my pretty Alice in every headlight. Alice, Dallas Alice. And I've been from Tucson to come carry to Hatchapeta, Tonopah, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. I've driven the back roads so I wouldn't get weighed. And if you give me Wade's white sand wine, and if you show me a sign, I'll be willing to be moving. Like kicked by the wind, I'd ride by the sleet, had my head stove in. I'm still on my feet, I'm still willing. Smuggle some smoke, some folks from Mexico, baked by the sun. Every time I go to Mexico, I'm still. And I've been Tucson to Tucumcari, to Hatchapeta, Tonopah, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. Driven the back road so I wouldn't get weighed. And if you give me Wade's white sand wine, and you show me a sign, and I'll be willing to be moving.
Very good.
Thank you. I think it needs to go up a little bit. I'm just going to throw D3 in there. To
Craig
come back
says
to
they
it.
will sing this at Loser Camp for sure.
I'm glad.
Yes, they will.
Let's see. Do you want to do one? You don't feel like one? Okay.
8:51.
I got about 2-3 more. Okay, so let's do a C song. I enjoyed doing this one the other night. So I learned this song from the singing of Mr. Tommy O'Sullivan. It's a Tom Waits song. I'm leaving my family, leaving all my friends, my body and home, my heart's in the wind, and the clouds are like headlights on a new front page sky. My tears are salt water, and the moon is full and high. And I know Martin Eden is gonna be proud of me. Many before me have been called by the sea, me up in a crow's nest, singing my land. Shiver me timbers, I'm sailing away, and the fog lifting, the sand shifting, I'm drifting to sea. Oh, Captain Ahab ain't got nothing on me, so swallow me, don't follow me, I'm traveling low. Salt water's my daughter, I'm gonna skip like a stone. Please call my missus, tell her not to cry. My goodbye is written by the moon in the sky. Nobody knows me, can't fathom why I'd stay. Shiver me timbers, I'm sailing away, and the fog's lifting, the sand's shifting, I'm drifting to sea. No Captain Ahab ain't got nothing on me, so swallow me, don't follow me, I'm traveling alone. Salt water's my daughter, I'm gonna skip like a stone. I'm leaving my family, leaving all my friends, my body is home, but my heart's in the wind, and the clouds are like headlines on a new front page sky. Shiver me timbers, I'm sailing goodbye. other requests? I don't know. Do I have any requests?
Do you think we could pull off, may I suggest?
You can certainly try. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. You want to do that? You gonna do it off camera? You're welcome to. I'm just up to you. Okay, it's all good. By the way, congratulations to Kathleen. Some good health updates and moving forward with that. Very best wishes to CJ and being home, and hopefully things are moving forward. Yay. So as we're battling with these various health issues, medical, physical, mental, whatever, try to remember that all the many things we're very grateful for. I can't even begin to count the things I'm grateful for.
Happiness, love,
Yeah.
beauty, joy,
So,
hope.
Yep.
Hope is the big one.
Yep. And be aware of all those things and embrace them and celebrate them. And there's a song about that. May I suggest to you, may I suggest this is the best part of your life. May I suggest this time is blessed for you. This time is blessed and shining almost blinding bright. Just turn your head and you'll begin to see 1,000 reasons that were just beyond your sight. The reasons why I suggest to you, why I suggest this is the best part of your life. There is a world that's been addressed to you, intended only for your eyes. A secret world, a treasure chest to you, of private scenes and brilliant dreams that mesmerize. A tender lover's smile, a tiny baby's hands, the million stars that fill the turning sky at night. Oh, I suggest to you, oh, I suggest this is the best part of your life. There is a hope that's been expressed in you, the hope of 7 generations, maybe more. This is the faith that they invest in you. It's that you'll do one better than was done before. Inside you know, inside you understand, inside you know what's yours to finally set right. And I suggest to you, and I suggest this is the best part of your life. This is a song, comes from the west to you, comes from the west, comes from the slowly setting sun. This is a song with a request of you, to see how very short the endless days will run. And when they're gone, and when the dark descends, we'd give anything for one more hour of light. and I suggest to you, and I suggest this is the best part of your life.
Oh, thank you, Wolf. Woo!
Kathleen Jackson. All right. How about a little, how about a fight song? How about that?
Sure.
To wrap it up for the evening.
Thank you, Allison.
Talking about finding people to sing songs with you and stand by your side through thick and thin, and stand up for things like being kind to other people and radical notions like that. There you go. I am a soldier, but I never had a gun. I carry songs upon my shoulders, hoping we shall overcome. But on this road, I'm not the only one who's following the thunder of the drum. And I am not rich, but I have more than I need. In the middle of this battlefield of money-driven greed, and the line's getting thinner now between right and wrong. You lift your voice, I'll beat the drum. Across the valleys and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there is change within our power. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. Let's sing for the living upon the land and in the sea. Let's sing out for justice. Let's sing what we believe as the world spins round and round. May we one by one all join hands and beat the drum. Across the valleys and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there is change within our power. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. So raise your voices now, we can make this work. Through the eye of the storm, we shall be heard. There's an echo in the distance that's been played before. More suffering and hardship, more cruelty and war. But before we stop and rest, we must pass it on. For the young to march and beat the drum. Yeah, across the valleys and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there is change within our power. I am preaching to the choir, so sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. Across the valleys and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there is change within our power. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir. Sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir. Sing it louder. Let them hear you in the cheap seats. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unless there's any pressing requests that need to be done, I think I'm done for the evening. I would really like to go and have a lie down now. But I had my nice, lovely vitamin T. Thank you so much to Kathleen and Richard for hosting tonight at the Howl from their home in Dallas.
so welcome.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
love
all.
to all the Howlers.
Yes, thank you. And thank you all for being here. And I look forward to playing for you again next week. Same wolf time, same wolf channel from the Rocky Mountain Beach House in Longmont when I get back home to my sweetie. And whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are, be excellent to each other. Be fiercely kind. And we'll see you in the fullness of time. Now, if I can ask you, Kathleen, there's up in the top right, there's an end the stream button.
Yes.
If you can click on that.
I can do that.
With thank you, with great prejudice. And click on that, and we'll say goodbye.